Jace the Mirror Mage, how bad is he? Let's find out together. It's coming up next. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. MTG Moxman here. Welcome back everyone. Guess what? Today, I just felt the need to talk about Jace the Mirror Mage. New, came out in Zendikar Rising, pretty much hasn't done anything, but as a personal, I like Planeswalkers. Jace is a pretty wicked character over the years, and this just seems like a downgrade to Jace. There has to be something that Wizards is not telling us, because this Jace on paper really doesn't do that much compared to other iterations of the character. I don't know, I thought we'd just delve in a little bit. I go a little bit of backdrop information, a little bit of fun with it, and then realize that, you know what, maybe it's not that bad of a card. But we're going to find out. I'll let you guys decide at the end, and I'll give you my personal opinion at the end of this conversation. So, first of all, let's jump to the fact that Jace right now, as of today when I filmed, you can get a copy of the card for basically $2. That is not a lot of money for a Mythic, guys. It's not. But you look at other Jaces like the Mind Sculptor, Viren Prodigy, they did more things, right? This Jace, okay, he lets you scry to, look at it, and then you can kind of draw a card, right? You kind of get that feel from the card. Okay, I understand that's what he can do. We get that. But usually there's a reason why a card is made away. Nahiri from this says, kind of a little creature pumper, go get artifacts, attach on. This Jace seems to be a cycling Jace. He's to let you look at your cards and cycle through your deck in the fastest possible fashion, is how I have viewed him as a card. But that doesn't lend a lot of value on the financial market to what this card can do. There are other cards that do similar things that are harder to kill, like artifacts or enchantments that people usually carry unless it's in their sideboard for destruction. But there's lots of ways to get rid of Planeswalkers right now. So, all I can surmise at the moment is when they made him, they had something in mind. And that's what I'm going to go with. It doesn't mean he's ever going to be a valuable card, financially. But that doesn't mean he's not a usable card in the terms of what you can do with him in a deck. Now, I have used him with the following cards. I've used him with Deliberate to let me order my deck in a certain way. So if you can get the kicker off on Jace, you bring two of them in, then what you can do is when you scry two again, one of those Jaces is, you use the Deliberate. First one, hopefully you get a land. So you can cycle a Jace to get a land, or cycle to get another land. If you don't like those cards, strip them out. So you can see with the Deliberate card, you can allow you to cycle faster. So instead of drawing one card that turn, you drew the first card. Let's say you drew the Deliberate. Then you deliberated to scry 2. Let's say they're both land. Then both those Jaces for 0 manage to pick up and draw those cards, and you get the third card at the end, or vice versa, depending on the order of how you're doing things. It still lets you get through 3 cards that turn. And that's not bad. Plus your draw is 4. So you saw 15-20% of your deck. Pretty cool. Now, not 15-20%, what am I talking about? Basic math. Now, that said, I have used it as well with Teferi's Ageless Insight because it avoids the draw rule. Right? There's no negative to Jace drawing cards, so every turn I was just drawing with him. So you put the Teferi's Ageless Insight out first, is what I always do. Then bring out the Mirror Mage and start drawing cards, 2 a turn. Right? Because you're drawing one with Jace Mirror Mage, but no counters are taken off them. No loyalty will be removed. And then you go ahead and you jump on the second one and do the exact same thing over and over. And you get to draw that second card because of the fact that Jace lets you draw. And then you're drawing 1 for the Ageless Insight, because it does say draw on it. It's a very effective way of cycling through a deck very fast. But you notice again that I said, it's a cycling factor. It can help you hit the bigger cards in your deck, but like most people have been telling me, and what I've seen myself, is it takes up a lot of space in my deck. 4 of those, some Ageless Insight, and then of course the next card, I often go ahead and I pop in Ops, right? Now Opt is a great card by itself. You're scrying and you're drawing. But with Jace, again, it lets you order your deck. So I can say, hey, I have a land, but I don't need a land. So you cycle out the land. Then you can go ahead with Jace, after you've drawn with the Opt now, scry 2 more. So you're just cycling through faster, but you've got to have cards to go with it. And you notice, since Jace is 2 blue, and most of the cards I'm showing you for drawing are blue, you know it's going to be going in a blue deck. Maybe with an actual Teferi Master of Time type deck, right? Where you're ordering and taking turns to get the kill combos. But it's very hard to do. So when I see Jace as a card, gone from, Jace the Mind Sculptor awesomeness to this, you are so disappointed as a player. You want him to be more than he is, and apparently at this point when we're looking at the card, he's not. He's not useless, but at this point of looking at him, you'd have to agree he's a utility card. He's just something to help you get somewhere else. Now, that doesn't mean he can't be used in effective ways, but it really shows that his target on his back is very minor unless they fear what you're going to draw. So hopefully, I can see him being a little more abused when we get our Kaldheim second set of modal flip lands, so we can have more combinations to get us blue, but add other combinations of colors to allow Jace to be more effective. More kill spells, removal spells, more bigger, better, badder creatures coming out. Then his cycling factor will really come into play and give us a better viewing of what this card can do overall. But right now, the way they brought him out in Zendikar, to me, yeah, he's not great. He's very blah. He's a cycling utility card, and even that, I wouldn't put 4 of them in my deck. I was using 2, with 2 Masters of Time to kind of even out my balance, right? With some sleep spells to try to keep him alive, and then stern dismissals to try to keep him alive. Like, it's not a great combination, because even when you get him up, there's no emblem power, right? It's just drawing and revealing. So, you can see where I'm saying not an amazing card to be looking at, okay? Desperation card, sure. He can really help you out. I have managed to get very effective things in Arena and a couple of matches with my friends to like, hey, it's save the day. But that doesn't warrant taking up that kind of space because he's not just soloing himself, is he? He's not. He is using up multiple card slots to reinforce and bring power to the card to make him useful. So on his own, this was a real miss for me. I gotta say, guys, this is a downgrade. Like, wow, Jace does not make the cut in my personal estimation. Although I've enjoyed playing with him, he doesn't warrant the decks I put him in. All those decks have not made it to Mythic. They've not made it to the top tiers with me and my buddies. I end up deconstructing the deck, and he gets removed. So he's not having a play space. So as a Mythic, it's a total shot in the dark, but he's not worth the time or effort at this point. I'm hoping with Kaldheim, I've started to think of new ways of deck construction with a 5-color deck to see what I can add in, double blue, double white, double red, to try to keep him alive, but make him more effective in getting bigger enchantments, bigger, badder spells out, right? Because there are reasons to let him die as well. If you're trying to recycle your deck, there are reasons to possibly let him die to let you draw a bigger spell to save the day. But again, it's so few and far between that it hasn't been effective yet in any way I have found a way. So I'd like to know what you guys think about Jace here, what you guys have experimented with, what you've tried out. I'd love to see that in the comment sections in case I myself am missing something. But at this point, I found nothing useful or energetic about him, and his price is showing. Again, when we go back and you see that price sitting there on eBay and you're saying it's a $2 card, $3, $5 for like the alternates and foil, it just shows there's no value in the card. Nobody has found a way to use him effectively, so his price has plummeted because nobody wants him. Think about even Jace Beller in the original had being able to everyone draw and stuff, much better effect than what we're seeing right here. So I'm sorry, Jace the Mirror Mage, you're just down to a auxiliary card possibly, unless we see some awesome cards coming up that make him more effective. In that case, it's basically a total loss, right? So, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. That's my assessment of Jace the Mirror Mage. He's just going to sit there until somebody finds a better way of using that card. And let's face it, in some cases, they never find a way. But if you found some interesting ways of using them, I would love to see that in the comment section so I myself can take advantage of it and see what I can do and try out, okay? Thanks a lot for tuning in today. This is MTG Moxman, and if you made it this far in the video and you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, join in the fun. And we have our draws for our free giveaways usually on Sundays, which I think one's coming up this Sunday. So thanks a lot for tuning in. MTG Moxman, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to click things. Oh, I clicked that? Well, I'll click this. Then I'll click this. I'll click that off. Then I'll click this and I'll click that off. Right? Because, you know, obviously I'm clicking everything wrong today. I know, right? Sometimes you just got to chill out. An Army of Darkness still rocks if you made it this far into the video. It really does. Cheers, guys. Have a great one. Hey guys, big shout out to all my patrons out there. There are a few patron slots left open if somebody wishes to become a patron of mine. There's not many. I think there's 7 at this point, but there are some open. So feel free to join me on Patreon as well. This is MTG Moxman. Thanks again.